Australia's COVID restrictions on travellers from China come into force today, and overnight the World Health Organization has accused China of underrepresenting its outbreak. Live to Sky News political reporter Joel Philp. Joel, what has the WHO have to say?
Well, Janie, the WHO is concerned about the risk of life in China, saying the data that is being presented by the government there does not accurately represent the situation on the ground, amidst worries about the speed in which this virus is spreading through a population of more than 1.4 billion people. Here's what a senior official from the WHO had to say overnight.
We believe that the current numbers being published from China underrepresent the true impact of the disease in terms of hospital admissions, in terms of ICU admissions, and particularly in terms of deaths.
The WHO argues that these pre-departure testing requirements that are being enforced for travellers coming from China by countries all around the world, including Australia, in a synchronised effort are appropriate given this situation. Australian Government Minister Murray Watt spoke on Sky News this morning. He wouldn't give an exact time frame about when these restrictions would need to be lifted. He said they were temporary, and he said that time frame largely depends on the actions of China.
China will make a decision to become more transparent in its data sharing and provide information about genomic sequencing and other things, and that might mean that these measures may not need to continue. But we have said that we will keep this in place for the moment at least, so that we can get a better handle on what the situation is in China from people who are entering Australia.
Medical experts say that these testing requirements should be in place for at least a month because the world is still very much in the dark about what variants are spreading through the country in China. Given the cases that are occurring there, there is very little genomic testing being done of them.
Because Chinese New Year is coming, the number of infections is rising rapidly. The amount of internal and external migration is massive. So the mixing of people and the pushing of the virus to be different in order to survive may well mean that in a short space of time we'll have a new subvariant coming out of China.
China has vowed to retaliate against countries taking these measures in what could be a slightly difficult period of relations once again between Australia and China. But it's worth noting that there are reports a 2-year ban on Chinese companies buying Australian coal could end from April 1 onwards. Another shift in what is undoubtedly a very complex relationship between our largest trading partner and us.
Joel Philp live in Canberra. Thank you very much for the update.